transcription. Right. No, that's absolutely fine. I've been told by other people who are going to also be late. 6 o'clock is a bit of a headache. How's it, Georgia? I hope you're well. Okay, guys, so we looked at this last night in particular, but as I said, this is now more about your detail, etc. No, that's absolutely fine, 100% fine. So the paradigm I'm not going to go through. I think you have enough information on that. I need to verify that you have your theories for your theoretical theoretical framework, the theoretical foundation. Can I just check, Georgia, which theories are you using?
Mine is the now off the top of my head. The one is the origin of species.
Okay.
Fit for purpose.
Okay,
Charles
that's
Darwin.
perfect. Yeah.
And then the second one was a human capital one, or like human resource
Okay.
as a capital. Yes, that theory.
Okay, so those are perfect, and there's plenty on it as well. I mean, there's a lot
Yes.
been written around it. Now, yeah, you're fine. So you just remember, try and get, when you do the Charles Darwin bit, try and get the actual original writings. And there are
Yes.
lots of articles, and then human capital as well. And then I think we now know that the three components are the original theory as this initially proposed, updated views on that theory, and then why it's relevant. Those are fantastic. I think they're brilliant. Okay, Sarah, what are your theories?
Hi, Doc. My
Hi,
theories
Sarah.
are the perceived value theory and then the unified theory of acceptance and use of technology.
Okay, that's absolutely spot on as well. Yours is the green technology acceptance, hey,
Yeah.
by homeowners. Yeah.
My topic was exploring the potential of adopting smart property development for
That's
residential.
it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so those are absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't think we need anything else. Also qualitative, so those two are fine. So your A and your B and your C, that's very simple. Deirdre, what are your theories? Thanks, Sarah.
Hi, Doc. So my
Hi.
theories were the activity theory, and then we chose the Campbell's performance theory. Those are my two.
Okay. So let me just quickly remind myself here again what your research is. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a little bit slower than I should be, but there it
Not a
is.
problem, Doc.
No problem. Okay. Right. Oh, I need to also load the feedback from the first submission. Goodness me. I have to do that. Just remind me of your title, please.
Okay, so let me just get it actually, because off the top of my head, I mean, I can say it, but let me just get it quickly. So obviously, it's in the IT sector, the performance metrics strategies.
Okay, yes, for
Yeah,
distance
it's that.
work,
Yeah.
for remote
Yes,
work.
yes, yes,
Okay,
for the
so
hybrid. Yeah.
activity theory, that's perfect. Which is the other one?
The Campbell's performance theory.
Okay, Campbell's. Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. So A, B, and C, perfect in terms of those. Okay, so no issue with that. I think that's on track. Okay, Jades, do you want to remind me what your topic is and what your theories are? I think you are doing the electric vehicle and alternative fuels, hey?
No, Doc, I'm doing the
Relationship. Sorry,
between the relationship between the adoption of renewable energy technologies and customer satisfaction.
Okay, yep, right. So
And
that's it.
My theories are TEM and ServPerf.
Oh, okay, that's absolutely perfect as well. That's 100% perfect. Okay, so again, the A, B, and C, very simple in terms of those. I think all of these will have a hell of a lot of information available anyway, in terms of readings. Georgia, how are you?
Good, how are you?
No, I'm good, thank you. Did you get home on time?
I did. Sorry I'm late.
Sorry about the rush. Yeah, it's unfortunate I've got class at 7:30 again. Just remind me your topic and your theories.
Sure, let me just get the theories.
I have got them written down somewhere, and for the life of me, I don't know where I've put it in my little book.
Okay, I got them.
Yep.
So, okay, the topic is exploring the potential of rooftop farming and addressing inner city
Yes.
food security in Cape Town. And then
Yes.
the theories are the food and nutrition theory and the systems theory.
Wonderful. So there's no issue in terms of the A, B, and C. There's plenty been written around those. Okay, so from a theoretical framework perspective, guys, I think you have everything you need. Do we want to, and I should have done this at the beginning, start being concerned about our titles, making them pop at this stage, or do we want to leave that until we get to our proposal? It's, you know, the proposal for the next stage of this, or do we want to start being concerned about making those pop at this stage? Yeah, and I was, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
maybe
go.
we should maybe get our titles done and completed before we like proceed. I think that will be better, maybe. Just
Okay.
so that we have it, yeah.
I quite like that idea. So to give you an idea of what I mean by a title that attracts. So the first thing is, in order to get 5 out of 5, your title, the components of the title have to be perfect, but also you have to have a title that really stands out. So one of my favorite titles ever, and what the student did is he did research on the potential of small coffee shops to survive within the context of your bigger type challenges that are out there, Starbucks, etc. And his introduction, before he did the exploring whatever, was roasting the competition. I had another student who had researched the role of multi-channel advertising for Red Bull, and he referred to it as, his first 2 words were powering up. So it's that idea that we want these kind of titles that really stand out. So the sooner we get those done, the better. Now, honestly, this is going to take a bit of brainstorming on your part, but I think you guys get a sense of what we expect in terms of that. So for me, that is, we have to get that right. We don't have a choice. And I think the earlier we start doing that, the better. So I can't remember what Brad and Ariel's were, but I think it is just something that, and I hate to use this word because there's so many better terms, but they have to pop. Those titles have to really pop. Let me see what I've got from my students last year. If I've got nice examples of titles that stand out. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, now that is interesting. Doesn't help us much. Okay. Yeah, so this one, uncovering the future of payments, a little bit boring, describing the spa shop customers adoption of digital payments. So not the most exciting one that I've seen. Let me grab another one here. Okay, so nothing there. Okay, so you see, you can't get 5 for that. Okay, although it was a really good bit of research, and she also presented at, also to say the Spaza Shop kit also presented at the e-symposium. What is this one? Let me see. So this was my students. Yeah, I would have preferred protecting our protectors, but he went with providing protection for our protectors, and then yeah, exploring. You can also see the way he went in terms of the introduction. I mean, he was my student, and I didn't particularly like it, and he wanted to stick with it. So I might have made that protecting our protectors, and then exploring the potential. I also think this was a little bit boring, but you know, that's what he went with. So as an introduction, let's also just see what Kayleen did. This was very, very good. Yeah, so here, this is what, yeah, so the idea is this was his catch the attention opening bit. Again, a really good bit of research, admittedly. And then Kayleen, what did I do with Kayleen's now? Here it is. Yeah, again, yeah, oh, here, do Gen X's analog roots make them instinctively resistant to chat or to chatbot? Oh, because that was her title, to chat or to chatbot. I quite like that introduction, and then transitioning from there into her discussion. So some nice examples of what we expect in terms of that opening bit, that introductory bit. Let me see what this one is. Okay, so again, not there. Yeah, I quite like this one. The Energizer Bunny and dinosaurs are not the future. What will fuel the future? Yeah, pretty clever. And then this one as well. Again, no one's really gone and popped anything there. Taking farming to new heights, rooftop farming. This was very good. And yeah, also presented at the end of the year. So I think there's some examples there of what we expect in terms of, first of all, your title, but also the introduction there. Everyone okay with that, guys? Any questions thus far? I love the idea of roasting the competition. Go, Deirdre.
Hi, so for my title, I have 3 maybe I don't know, options that I can use.
Okay.
So my original title is like a boring one, exploring potential productivity metrics for hybrid work within the context of South Africa's IT industry.
Okay.
So first of all, I have one that incorporates like it says code, coffee, and connectivity, and then rethinking productivity metrics in South Africa's
I love
hybrid
that.
IT workspace.
I love that. I think
And
that's very
then
cool.
yeah, and then there's another one that incorporates like the IT a bit more, bits, bytes, and balance productivity in the new age of hybrid IT.
Again, either of
Yeah,
those would be fantastic.
okay.
Guys, can I just get feedback for Deirdre on those two? Hi, Kira, how are you? Any feedback to Deirdre on those two?
I like
Which
the
one do you?
second one quite a bit. It's like
The
punchy.
second one.
It's,
Yeah. I like it as well. Anyone else on those two? I think stick with the second one then, Deirdre. Which one are you more comfortable with?
I really like the first one because it incorporates the
Okay,
coffee.
then
the
stay with
salad.
the first one. That's what you
But
stay
yeah,
with.
both are good. Yeah. I
No,
think.
but you've got to be happy. No problem, Kira. Absolutely no problem. I have received apologies from a couple of people. I don't know if you were part of it. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You decide, then stay with the first one. Okay. I think they're
Okay, thank
both
you, sir.
very good. Okay. Guys, anyone else have suggestions at this stage in terms of that making your title just a little bit more attractive? Now, one way of doing it is, yeah, go, Sarah.
So, because my topic was surrounding smart properties,
Yeah.
the original idea was to sort of incorporate are smart properties really smart? And then have exploring, the rest of the topic, or saying how smart is a smart property?
Absolutely
Something
fine.
along those
Whichever one you
lines.
want to do. Yeah. No, I don't mind that whatsoever. Okay. Yeah. And feedback to Sarah, anyone? Go for it, Georgia.
I was just thinking for mine, just an idea. I was thinking of starting with, in a city where hunger rises, so too can gardens.
Okay, so maybe make that your opening, your part of your introduction. I quite like that as an introductory bit. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
pretty clever as an introduction. So what would you put in front of your title to make that pop?
I don't know. I'll come back to you with that one.
No, that's fine. But if this is where it's brainstorming. Anyone have anything from their side in terms of making their title pop? Kira, you might have missed it, but I was just talking about one of my students who had researched the potential of coffee shops to survive that aren't linked to the bigger chains. And we know what those bigger chains are. And his introductory words before the exploring bits were roasting the competition. And then I had another student who had done some research into energy drinks, and he had powering up and then exploring. So it's about making the title pop. Go for it, Georgia.
Good evening, everyone. My title is currently exploring how organizations can successfully integrate generation glass into their workforce. And I had in part that said potential strategies from Gen Alpha teachers, but I think in my feedback that needs to be removed. Ultimately, what I'd like to add to that is handle with care, exploring how organizations can successfully
Absolutely fine.
into generation glass. I thought like that wordplay was quite
The
nice.
link to generation class is very clever, actually. I think that's a wonderful idea. Any feedback to Georgia, Jade? I dig that. Handle with care. Quite like that, Georgia. Very, very clever. Okay, anyone else? Okay. If you don't have this, have it sorted at this stage, it really isn't the end of the world. It really isn't the end of the world. Okay, Kira, can I ask, do you guys mind if I jump to Kira quickly? Kira, can you just remind me your theoretical framework? You're not, there's nothing, no sound coming through, Kira? No sound coming through, Kira. Okay, I think Kira, just try and sort out what's going on your side. No sound is coming through. Okay, guys, just to then, and Kira, maybe just sort it out. Otherwise, we can just chat on WhatsApp after the meeting. That's also easy enough. Guys, in terms of the literature review, who has started with their reading? Who has started with their reading?
Doc, so I have a few articles that I found that I still need to go through, but I think I have my like few articles that I want to definitely go through for it. That's
Okay,
where I
no,
am
that's
now.
fine. Please the read and summarize at the same time. It makes your life so much easier. Read, summarize, and reference at the same time. Deirdre, it maak alles baie makliker. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, Georgia, Jade, you started last night. Jade's, how far are you? Sarah and Kira, how far are you guys? Georgia? Has anyone started their reading bit? Okay. Right, just want to see. Okay, Sarah, yeah. And guys, please read and summarize. Remember, ultimately, once you've read enough, you'll see logical combinations. Okay, logical combinations start emerging, and those logical combinations will point to your themes. So I'm not going to say that you have to have 4 or 5 themes. I think you'll know whether you have enough themes or not. Okay, but it's the logical combination of the bits of reading that will create your themes. Okay. Okay, Jaden, you're also reading this weekend. Okay. Okay, read and summarize, please, guys. Just read and summarize. James, how are you, boy? You finally make it home. Okay, James is typing. Oh gosh. Please remind me of your theories and your theoretical framework. Maybe, Kira, you can do the same. Please remind me of the theories in your theoretical framework if you want to type it out. Or I can chat to you guys on WhatsApp after. I'm not fussed at all. Any questions on the literature review or the review of literature itself? Okay. Please just, I've just hidden you guys. I just want to do this while we are here. Oh gosh, sorry, Kira, I didn't even see your message on WhatsApp. Okay, guys, you'll see that I've just uploaded all the rubrics together. Please don't open other people's rubrics if you don't mind. Okay, systems and Darwin's theory, 100%. Absolutely fine with that. Okay, that's fine, James. Yeah, you can send me a picture if you want. Okay, so remember, guys, the parts A, B, and C in terms of those theories. When do we need to meet again? When do we need to meet again? So we're about, how is next Wednesday again at 6 o'clock? And then we can see what progress has been made. And then obviously I'll start receiving bits of document that I'll do the voice note feedback on. Everyone okay at 6 o'clock? And yeah, I know. Or do we want to move it a little bit later, move it to 6:30? It's just, yeah, 7:30 I've got class. 6 o'clock. Okay, guys, so we'll chat again next week at 6 o'clock. And then, yeah, if you can send me your theoretical framework, and everything else is recorded. If you don't mind listening to the recording, absolutely fine. Yeah, no, I mean, it's progress, guys. It's an evolution. I think we're on track. I'm actually very impressed with this group of people. Yeah, I'm very happy with my selection and the students that I was given. Okay, guys, yeah, have you sent me that stuff, Boya? I'll give you a voice note back on your theoretical framework, and then just please remember to watch this again if you need, and then also watch the other recording. I will load those recordings. I'm in the middle of a pile of marking as per usual. Not your marking yet. That's due the 22nd, but it will be finished by then. Guys, if there's nothing else, thank you so much for attending. And please take care. Have a very good weekend. If you are going to Splashy, yeah, it's going to be very cold. It'll be very cold. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please take care. Everyone take care. I'll give you a voice note, Boyo, in terms of feedback, James. Right, everyone. Cheers, cheers. Have a great weekend.